Hey guys, I'm Leo Mendez and today I have a new video. I got on my mesa de prueba Esquivel de Bocuma, a Eurorack company from Guadalajara, Mexico. Esquivel is a voltage-controlled state-variable filter that has pretty interesting things. So, if you want to learn more, acompáñenme a ver el siguiente video. First of all, I want to thank the Bocuma team for sending Esquivel so I can be a beta tester. And back to the model, Esquivel is a state-variable filter. This means that in the same model, we have three types of filter: low-pass filter, high-pass filter, and band-pass filter. Esquivel took its name from one of the most iconic characters in contemporary Mexican music. I'm talking about El Maestro Juan García Esquivel. The pianist, composer, and engineer Juan García Esquivel is really important for Mexican electronic music. His pioneer work and his legacy are still around these days, from lounge music, stereo recordings, and even musicalization for children with synthesizers. If you're Mexican and you were born or raised in the 80s, surely this is the first music album with synthesizers that you heard in your life. Getting back to the model, this 14 HP filter has a diode ladder topology, and we can also observe a clear division into three sections, the first one associated with the filter. In this section we can see a cutoff frequency knob, a resonance knob, a switch that goes from low-pass filter, band-pass filter, and high-pass filter, as well as an audio output. In the second section we can find two control voltage inputs with their attenuators. In the third section we have a pretty interesting 3-input mixer that works really well in a small system like this. We can add multiple outputs from the oscillators and use this mixer to have more complex signals. And why do we need more complex waveforms? Well, the function of the filters is to remove the harmonic content, and for this we must choose waveforms that have high harmonic content, such as the square waveform or the sawtooth. Before starting with the patching, I want to mention that out of frame I have the Model 32 to be able to send modulation sources to my entire system. Also, I have the VCO from Bocuma and the mimeophone from Make Noise. The first patch that we're going to do is quite simple. Let's send the square waveform output to the input 1 of the Esquivel. Now we will bring the Esquivel output to the mono input of the mimeophone. We are going to choose the low-pass filter mode, and we will gradually open our mixer. Now we can use the cutoff frequency. Also, we can have some fun playing with the resonance. Instead of moving this knob manually, we can use the control voltage input and send the LFO from the Model 32. We will use the triangular waveform from the Model 32 directly to the CV input. Now let's increase the speed of the LFO. Remember that these knobs allows us to attenuate the amount of the LFO action. With the same configuration, we're going to test the 3 filter modes. In this case, we're in the low-pass filter mode, and we're going to try the bandpass filter mode. And finally, let's test the high-pass filter mode. With the same configuration, I'm going to send the keyboard output from the Moda 32 to the control voltage input number 2. And this is really fun and functional. In input number 1 in red, we have the low frequency oscillator, and on the input number 2 in green, we have another form of control voltage, so we can have more complex filter modulations. In the next patch, we're going to send the sawtooth output from the Moda 32 in this green cable. The red cable, we're sending the envelope generator. Each time we press the keyboard, we will trigger the envelope and we can hear some kind of amplification and filtering at the same time. And we can also adjust the decay to have different dynamics. Also, we can program a sequence and play with these values in real time. For the last patch, we're going to use the 3 inputs on the Esquivel. In red, we're going to send the square output from the Moda 32. In yellow, we'll send the noise output from the Moda 32 to the input number 2. In green, we will send the sawtooth output from the Bocuma VCO to the input number 3. First, let's bring in the Moda 32 oscillator. Now let's increase the Bocuma VCO and let's turn it up a bit. Now let's increase the noise from the Moda 32. We are going to send the LFO from the Model 32 to the CV input on the Esquivel, and we're going to open the attenuator little by little. Then let's slow down the frequency of the LFO. Now let's bring the mimeophone to have an amazing texture. Our mixer allows us to remove some of the sources, completely change the tuning, and return the source back. I am really proud to showcase in this channel a Eurorack model Hecho en México, and I want to remind you that this version is still in beta, and the final version is pretty close to being released. So, if you want to learn more about Bocuma or the Esquivel, don't forget to leave your comments down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Yo soy Leo Méndez y nos vemos a la próxima.